He said to stream any broadcast or just remove this destination from. Let me see. Okay, let me see. We are going live. Hello, everyone. Hello. This is your host, Faith Adodo from Prestigious Talk Show. I'm here with Honorable Evelyn Ekemute. I don't know how to pronounce your last name very well. You do that.
Okay, let me help you out.
Yes.
Let me help you out. Etedeke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honorable Evelyn Etedeke. She's live here with us on Prestigious Talk Show. And viewers, we are sorry that we are late a little bit due to, I would say, technical difficulties. You know how it is. This is the new norm for all of us. And yeah, we weren't able to stream at the time that we wanted to stream live, but we are live now. So that's what matters. So we have the privilege to welcome Honorable Evelyn Etedeke Kemute in our show today. So you're welcome to Prestigious Talk Show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Yes, you're welcome. So today we have a lot to tell you, and she's going to be telling us a lot of things. She's going to tell us what she does and everything. And I'll let her introduce herself before we proceed. So please introduce yourself to our viewers that want to know you. Please tell them your name and where you're from and your current location right now.
Okay. Anyway, good evening, everyone.
Yes.
My name's Honorable Evelyn Okemute Etedeke. I'm a Nigerian, and presently I'm residing in Italy.
Okay.
Yeah, and as God David, I'm a mom, I'm a mother. I've got two beautiful kids, a boy and a girl, aged 12 and 8 years of age. So everything is okay. I'm cool. I'm okay. I'm very, very okay. I'll repeat it again. I'm okay. Yeah. So that is why I'm opportune to be here with you people, because I am okay.
Yes, of course.
Thank God. Undermining this pandemic. This pandemic that is trying to shake the world. But thank God we are still on our feet. We are still standing on our feet, and we are okay. So we give God the glory.
Amen.
As I was saying, I'm Honorable Kemute Evelyn Etedeke. I'm based in Italy. I'm a political aspirant. I'm also an activist and an advocate for justice, for peace, and for humanity. Yes, I'm an advocate for humanity also. You can, just group everything together and address me like that. I'm an advocate for peace, for humanity. I'm a political aspirant. I'm an activist for humanity, and I'm also a philanthropist.
That's good. Thank you very much. So viewers, stay tuned before I continue to just. I'll give you an overview of what we are going to do today. Stay tuned.
Okay.
All right, viewers, welcome back to Prestigious Talk Show. As I've said before, we have the pleasure to have Honorable Evelyn Okemute live with us on Prestigious Talk Show. So stay tuned. So what we are going to be talking today, our conversation is going to be centered around some of the issues most Black people are faced with in the Western world, in Europe, in North America, and the some of the issues that they are faced with, and how this injustice is being done to Black people. So today we are going to be talking about. We are going to be having a conversation around how people need to, be informed, to have right information, how to make right decisions, and how to have the right network. We are going to, Honorable Okemutiye is going to help us, give these tips to people that are living in Europe and those that are living anywhere, all over the world. Those informations that will be useful for you to navigate your way around wherever you are, especially when you're living in global north. I mean, global north, Europe, North America. It can be North America, and so she's going to help us to talk about so many things in terms of the injustice that is being that is directed towards Black people, and how we should resist that injustice and advocate for ourselves and create the change that we need. So Honorable Kemute, thank you very much once again
It's a
for,
pleasure.
and we're just going to go 1 minute break. So, welcome back once again. As I've said before, this platform is going to be used to inform, educate women about the importance of having the right information, and the importance of having the right information, the importance of having the right, knowing the right people, and the importance of making the right decision, having the right network, to help you develop yourself properly. So we are going to start by asking Honorable Evelyn Okemute some questions that she's going to shed light on. So, Honorable Okemute, welcome once again. So, as a Black woman, one of our questions today that we are going to ask you, as a Black woman, how were you able to navigate your way to get to where you are today in Europe? As a Black woman living in that space, how were you able to navigate your way to get to where you are in Europe?
Well, first and foremost, I will quickly make it known to everyone that it wasn't easy.
Okay.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. And it was not a day's job, But all the same, if I'm here today, it's due to the fact that undermining the ups and downs, I never gave up.
Okay.
I never gave up. I made sure, that I had this mindset that all will be well.
Mm-hmm.
That all will be well in a positive way. Because in this life, there are two things. The positive way of life and the negative way of life.
Mm-hmm.
And as a Nigerian,
Yes.
and as a patriotic Nigerian,
Mm-hmm.
there's one thing I've always put in the front of me in everything I do. I've always tried, to be a patriotic Nigerian and to do things positively.
Mm-hmm.
And when one has that mindset of doing things positively, you also have that zeal, to be good, to be honest.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
So I can say if I'm able to be here today, if I'm able, to come to this level today, is just because, I add that positivity in
Yes.
life. And
Which
when I say positivity, like what I said before, it has to do with one's goodness and honesty. So
yes.
that is it.
So apparently you're saying that honesty pays. It pays to be honest. When you're
Yeah, sure.
yeah, when you're positive in life and you're honest and you also know what you want in life. So you be able to navigate your way around, right?
Sure, sure, sure,
That,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately enough, this is like this affirmation, honesty,
Yes.
positivity, and
Yes.
goodness, is like it's not all that into the limelight.
Yeah.
It's like it is fading away,
Yeah.
which is very, very bad. It
And
is very, very, yeah, yeah, very, very bad. Because we are all clamoring for a better life.
yes.
We are all clamoring for a better world, for a good world. But we
Yeah.
fail to understand that if we want the world to be a better place, then it has to start by us. That it has to start from us.
Yes.
We have to, yeah, each one of us. We should do our part. We should be the change
That will
that we are.
require.
Yeah, we should be the change
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we are clamoring for, that
Yeah.
we are dreaming about.
Yeah. I
And how can we be this change?
yeah.
How can this change, come
Happen.
into manifestation?
Yeah.
It's through us, it's by us,
Yeah.
through our goodness, through our honesty.
Yeah.
That is just the only way out. That is just the only, there are no two ways about it.
Yeah.
We just have to be sincere, That
Yeah.
is just the way out.
Yeah.
Our positivity, our goodness, and our honesty. That is just it.
So, tell us, as a Black woman, have you ever encountered any form of discrimination while living in Europe? Have you experienced any form of discrimination? Because I know it's not easy to get to where you are right now. You are an advocate. You're, helping people. You are an ally for people, for women, for Africans. So what prompted you to started this journey that you are currently in? What made you to?
Okay. Well, I will start by saying that I've been in Europe for like 20 years now.
Yes.
And 20 years, is a whole lot of ages. Can I say
Yes.
ages? So yeah,
Let's say
it's
whatever
a
it
whole lot of
is.
ages.
That's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
So unfortunately enough,
Yeah.
I've witnessed these racial attacks and
Okay.
discrimination several occasions.
So when you experienced it, can you share your experience of discrimination, if you don't mind, with
Yeah,
us so
sure,
that our
sure.
viewers to know?
Yeah, but I will also say that,
I think the volume is really low. I can hear you properly. Yeah, it's better now. Yes.
okay.
Yes.
So as I was saying,
Yeah.
uh, some of the racism attacks or discrimination that I've experienced here in Europe has not been funny. It hasn't been funny. It was a very bad, it's been a very bad experience, of which I wouldn't wish any other Black woman or Black person to experience it.
Was that
I
part of why
wouldn't.
yeah, was that part of
So
why you embarked on this journey?
yeah, 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 yeah. So that was the reason I said no. We have to put a stop to this. We have to, I don't want any other person to fall a victim. So
Mm-hmm.
for me to be able to make sure that no one falls a victim of racism attacks or discrimination, then I
Mm-hmm.
have to do something.
Okay.
I have to do something. And
Okay.
what is that thing that I have to do? That was how I embarked into my political journey,
Mm-hmm.
my activism, my journey,
Mm-hmm.
my advocate. It's all started from
Somewhere.
this my
Yes.
fight. From
Mm-hmm.
this. It all started
Mm-hmm.
that is from this my desire
Mm-hmm.
for me, because I would have but I want to be the first and last person, that will ever encounter or experience any racism attack or discrimination.
Wow.
If possible, I would have wanted to be like that, but I see it that it won't be easy. It won't
Yeah.
be easy
Yeah.
anyway. I said, let me start from somewhere.
That's
So that
good.
is why I'm here today. I'm here today to educate people, to
Mm-hmm.
tell them that look, racism is real,
Yes.
discrimination is real. When you
Yes.
are a black woman, when you are a
Mm-hmm.
black person, but all the same, be comforted knowing that you can be able to fight against
That is
racism. Yes, we can conquer. Yes, if we want to, we can conquer
great.
racism or
Thank
any
you.
discriminatory
I
attack.
Yes, I really
Yeah.
love what you said. It's very empowering. The way you said it, the way you said it, you said we can conquer racism. You said it with passion because
Yeah,
so
yes.
obvious, like hearing you speak right now. You're passionate about what you're doing because of what you've encountered, right? Because of your experience, and you don't wish
Yeah.
that any other person, right? So this is really good. I tell people if you want change, you should be the
The
person that
change.
you have to be the change yourself. Some people
Sure.
want change, they don't even do anything, and yet they'll be crying for change. Now you're there creating spaces for people to, helping people out, making changes, giving out informations, fighting for justice for Black communities. And you're doing so much. It's amazing. I'm super proud of you. So thank you
Thank
very much,
you.
Honorable Okemute, for answering that question. And I have another question that I really want us to touch on, which I know is something that most people, we all know about that women are very few when it comes to politics. Women are not much in that space. What are some of the reasons why do we have fewer women in political sphere, like participating in politics? Why do you think we have women, very few women? They are not much in that space. Why?
Well, it is difficult for me to answer this question, because I'm not into the minds of every other woman out there. What I know is my own thoughts, my own mind, and my own way
Opinion. Yes.
of doing things. But one thing I can vividly say about women's participation or women's involvement into politics or not is that I think women of today, majority of the women of today, they failed to realize that they are women. They fail to realize that they are powerful women.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because I can remember I use my mother as an example, and even most of us that are on life now that is watching this show
Yes,
or this broadcast, we can testify that our mothers,
yes,
these are women. They
yep,
were women
yes,
that should prove to the world that when it comes to the term being a mother, it
yes,
means one has to be powerful. You've got no option than to be powerful.
yes.
Our mothers those days, they had this belief that woman means power.
Yes.
Woman
To be a woman
means
is dignified.
dignity.
Yes.
Woman means a builder.
Hmm.
Woman is something else.
Hmm. I love that.
When one is a woman, what
Hmm.
comes next is power.
That's beautiful.
Our mothers, they had this mindset.
Hmm.
But unfortunately enough, today, in our modern world, a lot of our women, a lot of our ladies, a lot of our girls out there, they've lost this self-esteem.
True.
They feel that when one is a woman,
Hmm.
that means you are weak. That
Yeah.
means they are
The power
weak.
is limited. Yeah.
Yeah, that means they are limited.
Hmm.
That their powers are limited to a
Yeah.
certain level.
Yes.
They feel it is only the male figures
Yes.
that has to do. They think that when you mention this word power, dignity,
Yes.
power,
Yeah.
then automatically they are referring, it has to do with the male figure,
Nope.
which is very,
Good.
very wrong.
You
Unfortunately
are.
enough,
Yes.
unfortunately enough,
Hmm.
this is the reality.
Hmm.
It saddens my heart when I hear most women saying, that they can never be a breadwinner in their own, that they can never be a breadwinner in their families because they feel once they are married or
Yes.
once they have a boyfriend, everything,
No.
the expenditures of the home,
Belongs to the man.
it all depends on the man, which is very
No.
bad, which is
That's
very
true.
wrong.
Yes.
So tell me, a
Mm.
woman or
Mm.
women having this mindset,
Hmm.
how can they be able to go into politics?
It will be
And
very
as we
difficult.
hope you understand, and as we all
Mhm.
know, politics is a very strong game.
Yes.
It is not easy because it has to do with intelligence.
Yes.
Because I'm into politics.
Yeah.
So believe me when I say politics is not easy. It is not easy. My brothers and sisters, it is not easy. You have to keep your brain working
Yes.
24 hours of the day.
Yes. Mm.
24/7, your brain, should be on a continuous level of thinking, of working.
Yeah.
You don't sleep. It is a different world altogether.
Yeah.
It is not easy. So tell me, how can majority of our women today have the guts to venture into politics? It's impossible.
But they have to start by breaking that barrier and telling themselves that I can do it. If
Yeah,
they accept it, if they don't have that mindset that they can do it, they cannot, that they can do it, they cannot do it. You have to have that mindset and break that barrier, that thing, that fear, that thing that creates fear, you know, that is really good.
that is why we are here. That is why we are here. I
Yes.
so much thank you. I so much thank
No,
you.
bro. No,
That you came up with this show. That you
yes.
came up, with this idea.
Thank you.
We need a lot of we
Women.
need a lot of women like your type. A
Thank you
lot,
so much.
not
Thank you.
one,
Yeah.
not two. We need more and more
Thank
women of your type to wake
Yes.
up and do something.
Yes. That is why I saw you on Facebook. I follow you. I've seen what you've done. You know what? I said, this lady, I have to reach out to you. We need people like you. We need people that are there creating changes, making a difference in people's life, imparting life positively. That was why I contacted you, because I have
Thank
seen,
you.
I've watched so many of your videos. How you go here, go there, you serve people with informations, you tell them where to go to if they are looking for their passports. I have listened to your videos, I've watched your video, and I've seen so many things that you've done. I've seen you go to different places, people that were homeless, you were able to find secure shelter for them. Come on.
Welcome.
I said, this woman, I need to meet. I need this woman in this space. I want to invite this woman to prestigious talk show to talk to people. You know, you're doing a powerful job. I must
Thank you.
acknowledge
Thank
that.
you.
Thank you very much for honoring our invitation. And yeah, we are going to just forge ahead and go to our next question. So now we have another question that I just want to ask you right now. Um, yeah, I know that you've been helping people with so many things, with program, empowerment program, and organization that you refer women who have been treated unjustly. You know, I've watched your video on that. So tell me, after they've visited all those how do they feel with the informations that you provide most people? Like what is their reactions to see that you're able to provide them with powerful information and things that they don't know before? They know it because of you. What is their reactions?
Well, I'm so emotional, with this question you just asked me. I would say I'm so grateful, that there are lots of good people out there. There are lots of good and appreciative people out there, and a lot of people, a lot of persons that have been able to render one help or the other too. Is always a pleasure when
Mm-hmm.
at the tail end, they come to my WhatsApp, they get in touch with me via WhatsApp, Messenger, Instagram, so on and so forth, showing their appreciation, saying one or two prayers for me, thanking me, So they've majority of them have always been appreciative. They always come back to say thank you. They always do that. But even if they don't, I'm not bothered, because one thing about me, all what I'm doing, I'm just doing it for humanity, and I'm also doing it, to say thank you to our Lord God Almighty,
Yeah.
because God has been so good to me. Like I would say, like I said before, my being in Europe for 20 years now has not been easy.
Yeah.
It's been hell. Even I can't even tell how I'm still alive today. I can't, I don't know, but I believe it is by the grace of God, So I promise you, I said, God, all through the days of my life, I own you one thing, to tell you thank you for all what you've done for me. What I own is that I will go out there, helping other immigrants like my that, that are in my that were in my shoes, or that are still in my shoes years back, because
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't easy for me. It wasn't easy. Thank
Mm-hmm.
God now I'm okay. I give God the glory.
Yes.
But there are still a lot of our immigrant brothers and sisters, that are passing through hell today.
Mm.
A lot. And
Yes.
most especially these ones, that came through this Libya, Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah.
A lot of them, they are not educated. They've not been to the four walls of a school. So imagine such person just finding him or himself
Mm-hmm.
in Europe. No, tell
Yeah.
me, how can they cope?
It's gonna be difficult.
They are passing through hell, undermining the fact that they've already passed through hell.
Get to where they are,
No,
right?
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
going through that journey, that Libya Mediterranean route, that is under hell altogether.
Yeah.
So after they've gone through that hell in Libya, they happen to find themselves in Europe, and they got to realize that they are still in another hell,
Oh my
because
God.
they just have, they have just one option. They have just no, they don't have any option. They just have one choice. They have to be integrated in the European systems.
Yes.
And we know how it is here in Europe.
Hmm.
You don't expect maybe a European politician or the mayor of the city to come to your house and be explaining things to you. No,
Oh,
you are the one being
yeah.
an immigrant. You are the one who is to go out
Yes.
there
Go
to
ahead.
seek for informations on how to better yourself and your
Yes.
life.
Yes.
Okay, if the person in question is not learned, so tell me, how can he or she be able to cope up
To
or
be
get
difficult.
integrated in the European system? So be
Mm-hmm.
difficult. It's going to be difficult,
Yes.
very, very difficult.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Even yeah, I've heard stories, or we've heard stories of some immigrants, who even committed suicide because
Oh
when
my
they
goodness.
arrived to Europe, they saw that it was a different program, that it is a
Yes.
different program, a different struggle, a
Different
different
word.
challenge altogether.
Yes.
No mother to help them, no father, no brother, no sister, nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So, in fact, they get lost. So what do you know? Some of them, there are who we've heard on the net, or in the media, where some of these immigrants, they committed suicide
Hmm.
because they just couldn't go on.
Take it anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, they just couldn't, because it is difficult. It is difficult being in Europe without a mother, father, brother. No one cares about you. You have to go out there, and do your things with the
Yeah.
white people, not even with your fellow blacks, your fellow black brothers and sisters. No, you have to go out there to do your things with the white people, so you
Yeah.
can see.
That's. Hmm.
So that was why I said no. I have to stand in the gap,
Mhm.
and do something, to help our fellow immigrant brothers and
Sister.
sisters. And my main focus is on Nigerian immigrants in Italy. Yeah,
So,
in Italy.
you outside of Italy, do you also reach out to other people in Europe if they need information? Say, for example, if say for example they need information on something, maybe other Nigerians that are living in Germany, Holland, or any other part of Europe, do you also help them with informations? Because I noticed that you talked about renewal of passports and all that other information. So do you help them, or is just limited to just Europe, Italy?
Anyway, Europe is one. We have a lot of other countries
I know.
under.
That's why I said. That's why I said. Is
Yeah,
it
yeah,
just
yeah.
that was just Italy, just Italy, people that lives in just Italy.
That's what I'm saying. If it has happened in several occasions that I've got some clients, some of my Nigerian clients that are living in other countries like Germany,
Yeah.
Belgium, France, coming to me for one help or the other. So
One
since
second,
they are
we'll be right back. I need to charge
okay.
this. Yeah. All right, viewers, welcome back again to Prestigious Talk Show. Yeah, I was just trying to check something. Yeah,
That is nice.
we'll be right back. All right, viewers, welcome back. Yes, so we are talking with Honorable Evelyn Okemute, live on prestigious talk show. Yeah, we've been engaged in a different conversation. She's been telling us what she has been doing in Europe, help and everything. So yeah, we're just going to continue with our conversation. So yeah, so were you talking about the people that you were helping in Europe? The question I asked is it just only Italy, or you see stretch your hand further to help others that are maybe Germany, Holland, or yeah, I know Europe is big. So yeah, you were just explaining. Yeah, go ahead. I can hear you. There's no volume. Yes. Okay.
Are you hearing me now?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Okay.
can.
Like what you just said, Europe is big, and we have like what I said initially, my main focus is on Nigerians.
Yes.
My aim is to be able to give a helping hand to Nigerians worldwide.
Yeah.
So I know I'm based in Italy.
Yeah.
So that is the reason why, if there are other Nigerians outside Italy,
Yes.
maybe Germany, France, Belgium,
Yes.
Sweden, that reach out to me
Yeah.
to give them a happy hand. Sure, I will do that
Mm-hmm.
because I know I have the capacity. I
Yes.
know I have the ability to
Yes.
do that. So
Mm.
I will surely do it. And thank God that I'm in collaboration with the Nigerian Embassy in Rome.
That's
And as we all know, Nigeria is one. Whether Nigerian Embassy in Rome, in France, in Abuja, we
yeah.
are all one.
Yes.
Nigeria is one.
Yes.
So being in collaboration with the Nigerian Embassy in Rome, so this gives me more opportunity to be able to reach out to
Mm-hmm.
give helping hand to any Nigerian
Mm-hmm.
anywhere, because
Mm-hmm.
and so long the person is a Nigerian, if I
Yes.
should take his or her issue to the Nigerian embassy in Rome,
Mm-hmm.
they will surely accept they will surely accept the person's issue, or they would like to participate
Yeah.
in solving that person's issue. Why? Because he or she is a Nigerian. They don't care if the person is living in another country, but they don't care.
Yes. That's good.
Why? Because they know what is important to them
Yes.
is the person must be a Nigerian, and the person is a Nigerian.
Yes.
So that is it.
Hmm. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah.
You're
About
welcome.
racism, I know we touched on racism before. What do you have to say? What advice do you have for Black who have one way or the other experienced racism? What advice do you have for them? Because a lot of Blacks, I would say, who've encountered racism, especially when you're living in Western world. So, what advice do you have for them? Someone that has also experienced racism yourself, what do you have to tell them?
Mhm.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm so emotional. I'm sad. Just coming. You know.
Okay, if this is if this is
Well,
something, if it's
yeah, I just have
yeah,
to
okay, that's
get
fine.
myself.
You don't want to bring back memory, right? Because of what you've encountered, right? Okay, that's fine.
It's a pleasure. It's just that I'm a little bit emotional, sad, because I know when it comes to racism or discrimination, it is never a good thing. It is, when
I can hear you. Okay. Hello?
yeah,
Yes, I
yeah,
can.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I said, when it comes to the terms of racism
Yeah.
or discrimination, it is never a good thing. It
Mhm.
is always a sad and painful
Yeah, revisiting
experience.
that memory. Yeah, if
Yeah.
something that you cannot, just
No, no, no. I'll go ahead and share more light on this issue, because that is why we are here. We have to say more. We have to talk more about this racism of a thing. We don't
yes,
have to keep quiet.
yes,
We have to conquer it. We have to share more light on this racism of a thing, because it is a sad situation. It is a bad thing. It is a bad experience.
yeah.
And most that, can you imagine, even here in Europe, as at 2020, there are some blacks who are being killed
Hmm.
all because of racism. Not to talk of the discriminatory attacks, because majority of the black people living in Europe today, majority of them are being discriminated in one way or the other. They are being discriminated. But it's unfortunately enough that let me say, the black people, majority of them have given up on this racism of a thing. It's like they've already accepted this racism of a thing as a way of life.
No, it cannot be a way of life. It's something that needs to be addressed. Accepting racism as a way of life is not acceptable. It's not. So yeah, go ahead.
Even here, I've had some lamentations of which some Nigerian immigrants, they sent me a message
Hmm.
that there was this Nigerian who collapsed on the way.
Hmm.
So his fellow friends, they called in these ambulance services.
Hmm.
But the ambulance services came, they refused to pick this Nigerian to the hospital.
Wow.
They refused to. So they left this guy there.
Oh my goodness. Hmm.
That
I,
was
I
how
can, I
that
can,
guy.
I can see why you feeling the way. Yeah, it's hard.
Imagine they left that guy to just pass away there. Why the ambulance services, they were all there doing nothing, just waiting for this guy to pass away.
Hmm. So that brings a question of whose life can't, which means whose lives
Hope you
matter.
see. Hope
Yeah,
you see.
yeah, and that it becomes something that we have to question. Whose life, which whose life is being discounted? It becomes something that we have to question. It's really, really sad. It has to be addressed. It is not something that we have to shut our mouths, or it is not something that we have to keep quiet about. It is something that we all have to um, talk about so that it will be obvious and people will get to know about it. In order for us to completely fight this racism, what do you think we should do as Black people? What do you think we should do? What advice?
Well, I can say, as Black people,
Yeah,
a lot has to be done.
yeah,
A lot has to be done. Unfortunately, a lot of Black people, it's like they don't care about this racism of a thing, like what I just said. They've accepted it as a norm, as a way of life,
yeah.
that
And it can never be. Yeah,
that it is normal,
normal.
huh?
It's not.
Which is very, very unfair. So I'm calling on every Black person all over the globe that they should resist and they should fight against racism with
Yeah,
all their whole being, with everything in them and with everything they are having. They should never, They should never accept racism as a way of life.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. It shouldn't be acceptable. It's not a
Yeah,
way
this
of
is
life. It's
yeah,
not.
this is a shout out. This is a clap back, or a call out to every black person out there.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to black, when so long you are having that black skin,
Yes.
just have it at the back of your mind
Yeah.
that you've got to do with racism.
Yeah.
Yes, black man, racism. Black man, racism.
Yeah.
Black man, discrimination. That is just it. That
Yes.
is it.
So another.
So how can we be able to fight against this racism of a thing? That is
Yeah.
why each and every black man out there, we have to do something. We have to be learned.
Yes. That is.
We have to be independent.
Yes.
We have to be hardworking. We
Yes.
have to be responsible citizens.
Yes.
We have to be responsible citizens. And what does it mean for one to be responsible? We all know.
Yeah.
We all know. We all know what it takes for one to be responsible and what it takes for one to be a good citizen. That is, I believe this is the only way the black race can be able to fight against racism.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's so powerful. That is really, really powerful. Viewers, you've just heard from Honorable Evelyn Okemute. She just gave us one powerful tip. We have to be learned. In order for us to resist racism, we have to position ourselves in power positions too. And you have to be honest. You have to be learned. You have to, you have to put yourself in different places, in different power positions. Don't just rely, you have to be up and doing. Those are some of the things she just said, which is true. That is so true. Thank you very much. So, though, our last question for today, before we just round up this whole thing, now is
Yeah.
about technology, right? Now that technology is a part of our everyday life, what do you have to tell our women about education in this new era of technology? Especially, a lot of women are not, those women that are not educated, that don't believe in the fact that, they cannot, they will just tell themselves, I can't say, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how. What do you have to tell them now that our everyday life is basically centered on technology? We can't do anything. As you can see, both of us we are online now with the help of technology, right? So I'm in Canada and you're in Italy, and we are here live streaming on prestigious talk show. So what do you have to tell people? What do you have to tell women, especially about education? What information do you
Yeah.
have?
You know what? Education is the key.
Yeah.
Education is the key.
Yes.
And I will say that if there is a lot of racism in the world towards the black race,
Yes.
it is also because, this issue of illiteracy.
Yes.
We just have to be sincere. This issue of illiteracy is somehow common with the black race.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would advise, I would advocate for, for the black race to be that they should take this education issue
Serious.
to be a serious matter. They should take it seriously. I bet you, if every black man on this planet Earth or in this planet Earth is learned, you will see that we can be able to conquer
That's true.
literacy within the twinkle of an eye.
That's true. That's
That is it.
knowledge is
That
power.
is it.
Yeah, when
Yeah, knowledge is
yeah,
power.
when you acquire,
Huh?
when you're knowledgeable, you know all the secrets, all the things that are hidden, and you are
Yeah.
able to expose those things and question certain things that does not sit well with you. If you're knowledgeable, but if you're not, how can you do that? It becomes something else. So it becomes
What
problematic.
you say?
Yeah, oppression comes through that too. You know, that is another thing that you just said. Knowledge is power, and when you're knowledgeable, your imagination is more than what you can even believe. You can do anything because you are
Sure.
not afraid. I really I concur with you on that issue. Knowledge is one of the key. I really love what you said. They have to go back to school, educate yourself, put yourself in different power positions. And yeah, that is how we can start conquering. That is how we can conquer all this racism. I
Yeah, and also, how can one be able to put his or herself in a power position or in a powerful political position if he or she is not learned?
no, it's not.
Is it possible?
It's not possible.
Is it possible?
Yeah,
You see, so that is why I'm saying the basic roots, because I remember those days in school, when I was in secondary school, we learned a lot about the roots, that is when we're talking about a plant,
yeah,
okay, so we studied a lot about the roots. So I believe that the roots of this of our discussion or the roots of our broadcast this evening, it all boils down to education.
yeah,
Education is the key.
yeah. It is.
Education.
Yes, it is.
Education.
Yeah.
Be learned.
Yes.
Go to school. Be learned.
Yeah.
Be learned. This is a task. This is a journey that every black man, every black woman out there should embark on. We just have to embark on this journey. That is the only way out.
Thank you.
That is the only way out.
Yes.
I heard someone saying no, that the only way one can be able to conquer racism is by having or accumulating weights, by having money, by being rich. I told you, I said no. I said no.
Hmm.
I said maybe one can be able to conquer racism by being wealthy, rich at a certain level.
Yeah,
I said, but you can't be able to eliminate it.
that's true.
I said, the only way we can be able to eliminate racism is through education.
That's true.
Believe me, sister. Believe me,
Yeah.
education is the key.
Yeah.
Education is the key.
I believe you. It is.
Education is the key. So I'm advising every black person out there. It doesn't matter your age. We all have to go back to school. I intend going back to school. Yes. I've made up my mind that all through the days of my life, I won't stop learning. I
Exactly.
won't stop studying. Yeah,
Exactly.
I've already made up my mind.
Yes.
Yeah,
Education is very vital. It's very important.
it's very, very
Yeah, because
important.
when you learn, you know new things. You know different
Sure.
things. People should not stop learning, no matter what, no matter how old you are. When you learn things every day, and it's even much more easier now that we have access to technology. We have access to different social media. If there are some
Okay.
people that are really lazy to read, to study, you can also use audio. If you cannot study, just the audio, this thing will read everything to you. It's possible. You listen to it and you hear different news, different things from different social media outlets as well too. So there are different platforms, different handles, different social media handles that you can also learn from, that are very informative, educational, that can be very useful, that can help you, develop yourself. If you're watching us right now, you just heard from
Sure.
Honorable Ivlo Kemute. She said she placed a strong emphasis on education, and I quite agree with her. When you are educated, you're powerful. When you are educated, you know a lot of things that will be hidden. You will know them because you are able to question those things. So education is one key for us to be able to conquer all this issue. Whether you're a woman, you want to be part of politics, you have to be educated. You have to be educated. Don't be afraid. So, Honorable Kemute, I really want to thank you for coming to prestigious talk show today. We are really glad to have you here live with us, and this is very
It's a
very
pleasure.
insightful. I am really really honored to have you today, and thank
Thank
you
you.
very
Thank
much.
you.
Hope to have you next time. And yeah, so viewers, we have the privilege to be live with Honorable Evelyn Okemute. She's been with us for almost an hour since, oh
It's
gosh,
a
she has
pleasure.
given tips, and she talked about racism, she talked about information, she talked about education, she talked about so many things. She even shared her own experience that she encountered and all that. So please, if you want to learn insightful things, informative things, educative, come to our platform, Prestigious Talk Show. We have a lot to give to you on this platform, okay? So we invite guests from all over the world, to join us on this platform to give you information and to educate you. And please don't forget to follow us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And yeah, thank you very much for taking your time to watch this show. And again, remember, you are not alone. I'll see you next time. I remain your host, Feta Dodo. Bye bye.
Thank you, everyone.
All
Thank you.
right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Thanks.
Bye.